Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach 2019 season, and round one is done and dusted. An absolute, I mean, I feel like it was a bit of a letdown in general for the first week of the NRL. I mean, I still, yeah, the NRL's back. I still loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I got to watch most of the games. Couple I only saw glimpses of and highlights, but I got to see a majority of them. And obviously, I mean, the main aspect for Supercoach and the NRL was just the weather. Like, I've never seen it like that, where literally all around, like, Sydney was obviously wet, which it always tends to be, but then Gold Coast was just like absolute flooding, and then even in North Queensland. So yeah, pretty disappointing. And it also reflected in the Supercoach scores, I feel like. As you can see from the start here, 950, which is not great, but it is like top 17% season rank so far, 21,880 out of 126,000. So, you know, it's a pretty poor score, but I'm not, you know, I'm fairly, like, it's not, I'm not too far away, because I think overall, like, a lot of people, I mean, we'll get to my team, I mean, we might as well get to my team right now, but yeah, mainly, like, it was all my superstars that screwed up, dude, all, like, and also, before, I mean, you guys are going to see it in a second, but the team, my round one, wait, what did I do? Game day? No, get on my team. I actually made quite a few changes before kickoff. After I uploaded that video, the round one preview, for the next hour, I made a couple of changes, a couple of big changes, and I was mucking around. I was trying all sorts to get it to fit, and I think overall my team is actually a lot stronger. So I'll show you the changes first. So a big one here. I bought in Clint Gutherson for, who was it? I had Moylan, who, I mean, Moylan went okay. He was very up and down in terms of football sense, but he did look dangerous in terms of line breaks and tries and stuff. I think he scored about 50. I didn't check like the final score for him, but when I saw it live, it was around 50 anyway. So my boy Gutherson, I brought him in. I thought he might be goal kicking, so that's why I was fairly excited for him. But obviously Moses was kicking goals, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, Gutherson, he's just a worker, and I was pretty happy to bring him in. He gets offloads. He takes 20 runs a game. Like, he's going to score decently. And 439, like, that's really low. It was probably about 60k cheaper than Moylan, 50k maybe. And that allowed me to do a couple of things. Main one here, well, two main ones. I brought in John Bateman, who I originally had at the very start of the year, but I saw that he was injured, and they were talking like 1 to 2 rounds, and then thankfully, I hadn't even really given him a second thought, but like at the start, I was like, this dude is a gun. Like, just watching him for England, like, he actually looks very, very good. He was one of those guys that, yeah, he held his own very comfortably against New Zealand and Australia. Very good player. So I was excited, but then the 1 to 2 weeks, I got him out of the team. Thankfully, like I said, I checked the team list and they named him at lock, so I brought him straight in for Karen Holland, which was very, very good. I think excuse me, something in my throat. I mean, all the Bulldogs scored terribly, but Karen Holland, I don't know, he probably got like 30 points maybe, if that. But Bateman, my boy Bateman, got 65 points, all base. He was a monster. In terrible conditions, amassed the run meters, bunch of tackles, couple offload. Did he get offload? Maybe not offloads, but tackle bust. He's an absolute weapon, dude. So that was a big change. And then the other trade I made, as you can see here, Jack Bird. I brought him in for Jordan Kahu. Was it Kahu? Yeah, So basically, now, was it Kahu? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Kahu, because I wanted this originally. I feel like Kahu was obviously cheaper. He was like 260k. I think he only scored like 30 points, Kahu. And I just always felt like Kahu and also Opicic. Oh no, wait. Oh no, I didn't have, no, it was Opicic. I didn't have Kahu. I always felt like Kahu was a bit of a trap. Even at 260k, I thought, nah, he's not going to score 40, 50. He's going to score 20, 30 unless he scores a couple of tries. So I didn't have Kahu. I had Opicic. So Opicic was like 240k. So the jump up was obviously a fair bit, but I felt like Jack Bird is definitely a player that's going to score more than Opicic. And yeah, Opicic, I didn't think he did that well from memory. Maybe again like 30 points. I mean, Jack Bird only got 43, but he was fairly up and down. I don't know. He was probably pretty poor, but honestly, there were pretty good signs for him, I think. I think there's good signs. I think he's definitely got the potential to average around 50 points, which I'd be pretty happy with. He's going to go up in price a lot if he gets that. So, yeah, they're the three changes, and all those three changes were very, very good. Usually when you make three late changes, it can go very badly, but it all went pretty well. But let's go through. We'll start at the fullbacks here. So Tedesco, thank God I didn't have him as captain. 23 points, absolute shocker. Just terrible, dude. Gutherson I've already talked about. Bird I've already talked about. Nickel Klokstad, 35. Honestly, not great, but I think they were good signs for him. Like, he looked dangerous. But again, I mean, the weather was just terrible. Like, you couldn't really expect too much from Titan players or the Raiders players, except my boy Bateman. I think Papali went decent, although I think he only might have got like 50. So not great, but yeah, fullback in those conditions, I was pretty happy to get away with 35 points. I thought he might have jagged a try at the end, hopefully, but not to be. But I think decent signs going forward. He's just a good mover. Like, he's not really a ball-playing fullback, definitely, but he's a runner. Like, he can definitely break some tackles and he can score some tries. So I'm excited for that. Kirk Capel, 48. I honestly thought he went better than this. Like, I was watching that game and I thought he scored more than 48. I don't know, but honestly, it's pretty good. You know, he was a good pickup. Bateman we've talked about. Then we'll go to the bench players. Simonson, he scored 44. Unfortunately, fucking Jordan Rapana, he was meant to be out for like half of the season. Now he's back in round 2, so Simonson is on the bench, which is frustrating. I was trying to think, who's the other Raiders winger? Oh, it's Kotrick. I was gonna say, is like there a chance he could come in? No, there's like no chance. So Simonson, he's basically a write-off now. Ruben Garrick, he scored 28 points. He didn't look the best, I gotta be honest, but I don't know. Hopefully he can stay in the team, make a bit of money, and then Ravalara, 33. Hopefully he just stays in the team, bags a couple of tries, gets some cash. That's all we want. Kalen Ponga, 38 points. Pretty, like, so obviously again, one of my guns went pretty terrible, but like he didn't play terrible, but I watched that game, and for the first 20 minutes, like he touched the ball, they were passing to him, he looked pretty dangerous. I was actually losing my mind watching. If you watch that game, holy Christ, I don't think they passed him the ball in the next 60 minutes. I was just fuming every time. Obviously they won, but every time they were in attacking position, they literally hit the freaking they hit the bloody front man every single time. Kalen Ponga sweeping at the back, they never passed him the ball. I was flipping out, dude. It was so frustrating. I've never been more frustrated watching a football match. It was actually a pretty good game, but they were not passing it to Ponga. So, 38 points and he barely touched the footy. I think, it's pretty good signs. I'm not happy with the score, but I think we will be happy going forward. Dylan Brown, he only scored 39, but good lord, he looked very, very good. I think the Eels are going to be a pretty decent this year. Losing Nathan Brown is going to be very, very tough for them, but Dylan Brown, he definitely looks the goods. 18 years old, man. He looks solid though, very, very solid. Nathan Cleary, 25 points. Again, our freaking guns absolutely destroyed me in this first round. Oh man. Literally all like my sort of, not roughies, but all my sort of like, sort of, I don't know what you call them. They're not roughies, or they're not really super like out there picks, but sort of out there. I mean, Bateman, Bird. I mean, Bird didn't go that well, but Gutherson. We'll get up here in a second, a few more of them, but yeah, all the guns, all the shoe-ins went terrible. Cleary 25, Kieran 87, unreal, dude. I mean, I can't justify, even though he looked very good, he got 87 points. I don't know if I can justify putting Kieran like into the team, because obviously I'm not going to replace him with Cleary, and then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do it, but I don't know. He could be an absolute superstar going forward. Who knows? Then we get to the back row. Jai Arrow got 60. Again, it's like pretty good for the weather. Again, it was annoying though, because bloody Garth Brennan took Arrow off and with 25 minutes to go, and he didn't get back on the field. I just wish you would give him 80 minutes. Like, he would score 80 points every week. Just give him 80 minutes, dude. But he got 60. It's okay. Jake Chaboyevich, he was my captain. He let me down. The captaincy choice is definitely big, and it definitely screwed me. But there wasn't, if you look at my team, no one really went that amazing. I had no players that really scored massive. Kieran's my highest scoring player, so... I mean, I'm not happy with the captaincy score, but, the only other people I probably would have put the captaincy on was, maybe Ponga, maybe Tedesco, Burgess maybe, Tapau maybe. So, I couldn't have done that much better with the players I would have chosen anyway. So, yeah, just a bit disappointing there. Cameron Murray, 70. He's an absolute gun. He's a weapon, so very good. And then our boys here. So Flegler, 13. I mean, sort of right off. Who cares? Britton Nakora, 65. I mean, he was a must-have. You had to have him. And he looks very, very good, very solid. And then my boy Sean Lane. So does it say how many people have got him? 14% of teams have Sean Lane. That sort of pisses me off, dude. I didn't think he would be that popular. That's actually pretty cool. They've actually... I don't think this was here last year. I'm pretty sure, you couldn't see, the break-even and stuff. Last year, you had to be, a member to see it. But if you see there, I actually don't know if that's, I'm assuming that's for, next week. So Nikora's gonna go up huge. Look at that, 54% of teams. How is not 100% of teams? Oh, let's have a look. Tedesco is gonna freaking... His break even as 187. He's not gonna get that, dude. I'm not gonna go into that too much, but yeah, Sean Lane, huge. I think that's a pretty good pickup by me. He's expensive, but he's such a, he's so hard to handle. Hopefully he's gonna play 80 minutes every week, which he can. And then, when he's close to the line, he's gonna get tries. He's gonna set up tries. He's just so hard to stop. And he's got a good offload. He's got a good pass. And then we got Martin DePauw, had a bit of a shocker, 43. I don't think he threw an offload. Yeah, not great. Sam Burgess, 68. I'm not that happy with this because he did score a try, so I got pretty lucky with that. Hopefully he picks it up because it's not great with a try, but, you know, that's Burgess. He always seems to average around 70, so, you know, if he can do it again, I'd be happy. Although, I mean, last year, he averaged probably like 50 to 60. And then we've got, so, Josh Curd in play, and then Junior Totola, 30, which is okay, not too bad. And then Cameron Smith, 57, and Reed Mahoney, 63, which is pretty good. Although he got a try as well. So I was a little worried with Mahoney because I don't know. I mean, he definitely did some defense. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried with him though. Hopefully he can just get, you know, score pretty decently for like the next few weeks, get a nice pay increase, and then hopefully I can sort of upgrade him to someone a bit better, because I don't think going forward Mahoney's going to be a player to really keep for the long term, but definitely for like a good, hopefully you can sort of keep jagging a try or two and hopefully like even push up near like 500k in like, you know, a bit into the season, and then, you know, upgrade him to someone, an absolute gun. That's sort of the hope. And then I feel like he might drop off pretty badly, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's round one. I'm definitely going to, I mean, obviously I got 2 trades. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to get rid of, obviously I'm not going to get rid of the guys that scored. I'm not going to get rid of Cleo. I'm not going to get rid of Ponga, Tedesco. Yeah, I don't know. I might not, this might be like the first year where I don't actually really make any trades. I don't know. I mean, I would like to get Fafita, but I mean, there's no real way to even get Fafita in. And then I'm not going to get rid of Jake Trebojevic. Yeah, I'm probably not going to make any trades, honestly. See what happens. But yeah, that's round one. I'll look at the leagues. How long is this video going on for? Ages. I'm in a public league as well. Good lord. Where'd everyone score? Is it even going to say? Not really. Which is a bit annoying, because we haven't actually, what's it called? Started, I guess. The comp, it starts in like round 3, I think. Like the actual comp. You know what? That's fine. We'll have a look at it when like the, when it actually starts and you're like versing people. That's when teams will be sorted. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one.